News Center 16's Joel Porter took a ride to the top floor of the plant today. So Joel, what was that like?
Well, more play than work, Maureen. Tim Janowak, who's a longtime firefighter in South Bend, just happens to own one of the rarest Studebakers still running. This morning, he took that Golden Hawk to the 6th floor, the place where it was finished nearly 60 years ago. It took some arm twisting, but he even let me drive. It was the muscle car before there were muscle cars.
Then in the second quarter mile, the supercharger would start kicking in.
Today, this hot rod is going for a ride back to the very floor it was built in 1957.
They only made 878 of them.
It's now one of the rarest Studebakers on the road.
They estimate there's probably less than 100 of them surviving now.
A homecoming of sorts for Tim Janowak and his Golden Hawk, the 6th floor of the former Studebaker plant.
I love bringing it up here. It's not the first time. We kind of call ourselves the Studebaker garage.
The old factory has been stripped down to the bare brick and concrete.
I don't see it as a building. I see it as a legacy. I see it as part of who we are.
It's here that developer Kevin Smith will showcase his vision, not just to car lovers, but to investors and new companies.
It's a culmination of about 40 years of effort.
He's already reeled in some big fish, including Facebook founder Mark Zuckerberg, who made a surprise visit to the plant last weekend with the mayor.
Trying to reinvent America, you have to go back to your roots. You have to understand where you came from so you know where to go.
Studebaker lovers just like Janowak will arrive in South Bend this week, and they'll get to see the beginning of new life in the old factory for the first time in 5 decades. That renovation sure looks nice, but it won't be cheap. Supervisors estimate it'll cost over $40 million to fix up the big building known as Building 84. Smith says they'll start with the windows and the facade. They plan to award a contract to replace the glass next month.